Hi, my name is Athos Antoniadis, and welcome to what I consider to be the ultimate street survival fighting program, based on Kempo Taiji's system of fighting and self-defense. A system not based purely on physical strength, as obviously if that were the case, the stronger, bigger person would always win. Kempo Taiji is 50% physical and 50% mind. In other words, not only do we learn how to punch, kick, and so on, but must also learn how to change our mindset to that of a wild animal in a fight or if attacked, by unleashing the wild animal within. We need to do this because unlike wild animals, humans are not natural fighters. In fact, the most likely response to an attack would be to freeze or to cower in fear. We release the wild animal within by entering the reptilian brain. Science now knows that we don't have one but three brains inside our heads, as well as a logical, intellectual thinking brain known as the neo-mammalian, which comprises 90% of the overall brain and does not like or understand fighting. We also have two other brains. The paleomammalian, or old mammalian brain, comprises 5% of the overall brain and is our artistic or body mind, responsible for subconscious reflex movement. The remaining 5% is a reptilian brain, situated in the brainstem, a purely reflex brain with no emotions. As reptiles only have the reptilian brain, they are always in survival mode. In reptile brain mode, we would always do the right thing in a fight, countering any attack with maximum aggression, power, speed, and perfect timing. Just like any wild animal, doing whatever it takes to survive at a subconscious reflex level. The reptilian brain is also the doorway to the subconscious. Therefore, when in reptile brain mode, we'd be in the Zen state of no mind, known as Wu Wei in Chinese. The subconscious will then take over and direct the mind and body, and we're said to have mastered self. Mastering self leads to freedom from preconceived concepts, including the concept of non-violence, if the situation warrants it. And freedom leads to power. It will then be inner or subconscious power which manifests as fighting power and not physical thought power. For if we stop to think in a fight, chances are we'll find ourselves meditating in a horizontal position. The subconscious will be programmed to subconsciously direct all strikes to dim MAC or pressure points for instant knockout or even worse, using the explosive penetrating power of Fa Jing, the engine of dim MAC and power of the reptilian brain. Humans have all three brains. Animals have two, the paleomammalian and the reptilian. Reptiles only have the reptilian brain. It is easier for animals to enter the reptilian brain, and they do this instinctively should the situation warrant it. Humans, on the other hand, must go back two brains, and we will now learn how to do this.